All right, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Glad for you to join us. My name is Marnie Hernandez, and today we are finishing up our New Orleans Travel Professionals training, okay? We did the first part yesterday. It's already recorded and on my YouTube channel. So hopefully, hello. You guys have finished that. And we are doing the second part and completing that today, okay? So I think we are on groups, right? I think we finished these three, and hopefully we'll get through all four of these today, okay? Wanted to just show you guys, when you go to Travel Professionals, look here, they have a fam trip. They have one in the summer and the winter, okay? If you haven't registered yet, you can go in and register. It doesn't show the dates or anything. It just shows for these 3 months. They do have to confirm you, verify you, and then they'll send you the discounted hotel offers. Okay, so it's not a free one. Register for a VIP pass and suggestions on making the most. So you fill this out. Again, I used my CLIA card, okay, my CLIA number. I used my email company. I did put Archer Travel because, again, you want them to know you're affiliated with an amazing agency, okay? All right. So if you guys want to try it out or wait till I get my confirmation, then I can give you more details. The CLIA, you have to, right here, you can purchase your CLIA card, okay? It's on cruising.org. You do need that for like the Disney, you need it for Marriott, you need it for a lot of fam trips, okay? It is only $69 because Archer Travel is a platinum agency, okay? So again, definitely a great credential to have. I put my address. But I put Archer Travel. Okay. And again, you know, they may come back, but I think as with my CLIA or with the IATAN, it does show. So as you see here, it has, you know, your picture. Now I just renewed mine, but I'm going to, let's say, Cancun in 2 weeks, and I haven't got my card in the mail. But look, I can download my digital one, okay? And it's only $69. It's regularly $119, but because Archer Travel is a platinum agency, you can get your own card, okay? For $69, and it's a tax write-off. Okay, so just kind of wanted to show you that. But look, you get all kinds of discounts on everything else, computers, appliances, etc. All right. So just kind of wanted to share that. Again, amazing perks that we get as agents, okay? All right, so hopefully everybody's up and ready to go because we have 4 more courses to get through today. So we want to get in and get it done, get her done, right? So we're going to go here to our courses. Anybody need assistance? Does everybody know where we're at? Did you all finish, you know, what we did yesterday or Wednesday? Let me know. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to groups in the Crescent City. Okay. Groups heading to New Orleans will discover a city that welcomes them with 2 big open arms. There is so much to discover in the Crescent City, starting with its incredible heritage. And again, kind of the fun part about this, guys, is, yeah, good morning, everybody. You know, you get to learn about the history and stuff too. So again, if you're new with us, we do this to learn about the amazing destinations, vendors, etc. But also, again, why not take advantage of these amazing perks, etc. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. As you see here. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, the question, is this the certification training class?
Yes, for New Orleans. Yes, we're on our second part. Are you brand new with us?
I am.
Okay, So what you need to do is you need to go in and register. Now, hopefully you should be fine coming in on the second part. As I said, we did the first part already right here. So you'll want to watch this and catch up, okay? But you should be able to do the second part with us today. All you do is go in and register, okay? So here is our link. So we're going to go to New Orleans, and right here. So here is the link to register. Also, when you do these, make sure a lot of people will follow along on their phone and do the test. We do a test together, okay? We'll follow along, or they do a split screen. Also, make sure you guys in the chat box, put it to everyone. I got a lot of amazing business partners on here that will help answer questions, okay? So I'll be reading and stuff, so I don't want you to put it to me directly. Put it in the chat box if you need help with the registration, etc. Again, we are starting on where are we? Right here. Groups in the Crescent City. Okay, it's the fourth one. Okay. So again, registration. After you've registered, then you go under travel professionals. And then as you see here, the key registration is already there. Okay. Yeah, all these certificates are right here. Past and present, anyone's in yellow or what we're doing this month. We're going to be doing London at the end of the month. I'll be doing that actually, I think I'll be doing that from Orlando. I have a layover. I'll be on my way to Cancun. All right, guys. Company, I put Archer Travel and La Crencia, okay? Or you could put Las Vegas or wherever you're at. Okay, so here we are. We're going to get started here.
So, Marnie, where's that city? We put our own city at, or
You can put your own
Archer
city, or I don't think it really matters. You know, I put my city. I put Archer Travels City. I mean, Archer Travels. Like here, I could go in and change this and put, you know, Las Vegas. But I do put the company as Archer because I want them to know that, you know, we're part of a host company. Okay, so as you see here, it still, you know, registers me. Yeah. Yeah, and again, when you're registering and stuff, you want to put your address because again, if you win something or they send promotional stuff, you want it being sent to you, right? So when you register, always put your address unless it specifically asks for the agency address. Okay. All right. So again, we're on part 4. So again, if you're just registering, keep your ears open. Also, we want to make sure that you guys understand now I switched it up. So if you're new or coming in late or something, any trainings we do now, I stop the recording during the testing, okay? So if you want to do the test with us, make sure you come live. On any future trainings we do, I will record these, but we stop the recording and you'll have to do the test on your own if you watch a recording, okay? So one more reason why to show up live and we can do it together, okay? All right, so much to discover. Take this course to become a certified advisor. Groups heading will discover city that welcomes the 2 big open arms. So much to discover, starting with incredible heritage, home to national historic landmarks than any other city in the United States. Groups will explore a destination distinctively its own, whether it's a walking tour of the historic French Quarter, including countless restaurants, fascinating architecture, discovering the art district with its endless galleries, or shopping on Magazine Street, one of the oldest, most diverse shopping districts in the city. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As you see, these are the different links, and then we do have a test at the end. So let's get started. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see.
Lenny, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
I'm getting invalid key when I put in my, when I put in Archer on California, it's coming back saying, invalid key.
Right, you don't put in the key, look right here, the key is New Orleans.
Yeah, and the thing is that you have to let it
I didn't touch
auto-populate.
that. Yeah, I didn't touch that.
Okay, so go back out completely.
Yeah.
And then when you click on it, it will automatically pre-fill for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, and it should pre-fill for you. Okay, again, guys, help me do my full screen. How do I do my full screen again?
Click on those three. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, so groups in the Crescent City. Groups heading to New Orleans. Again, guys, just ask in the chat box if you need assistance and just listen. We'll make sure to wait for you for the test. Groups heading to New Orleans will discover a city that welcomes them with two big open arms. There's so much to discover in the Crescent City, starting with its incredible heritage. It is home to more than national historic landmarks than any other city in the United States. Group will explore destination, distinctively its own. Whether walking tour of the historic French Quarter, including countless restaurants, fascinating architecture, discovery art district, endless galleries, or shopping on Magazine Street, one of the oldest, most diverse shopping districts in the city. New Orleans and Company, official destination marketing organization for New Orleans tourism industry, is at your service to provide whatever your group needs while in the Big Easy. Accommodations, tours, dining, customized itineraries, transportation, they will easily match your group with the right hotel accommodations. Doing the legwork so that you look good to your groups, work with them to ensure your groups take advantage of all the Crescent City offers as they become enchanted by the culture and warmth that's in New Orleans. Your first step to success is to take this course to become a certified in groups for the Big Easy way. You know your groups want to go to New Orleans. Some of the most recent accolades. They were named the #2 happiest travel destination in North America, Club Med. New Orleans is #2 on the top 10 US cities, travel and leisure. New Orleans is a 2022 gold winner, most desirable city, rest of the world by Wonderlist. New Orleans listed #2 top destination for food lovers. I wonder who's #1. New Orleans wins best CVB, named Smart Meetings Smart Stars 2022. New Orleans named the #1 best of the best food destination in the US. Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport received top industry award for best airport in North America. All right, now it's time for you to start boosting your business to the Big Easy with armed with group sales knowledge. All right, New Orleans Company can provide groups with a complete list of group-friendly attractions, offers, suggestions based on each group's interests. You have cooking schools, okay? In New Orleans, they offer hands-on learning, allowing groups to master cooking skills, gain an appreciation for authentic Creole and Cajun cuisine. Some of the best instructors and world-class chefs in Louisiana will give your group advice on how to do everything from following a basic recipe to preparing a 4-course meal. You have Mardi Gras World. Come see where Mardi Gras is made. See Mardi Gras magic created right before your eyes in this maze of amazing carnival creations. Guided tours, video, royalty costumes, and gift shops. Mississippi River Cruise, okay? Groups can see New Orleans from the Mississippi River on board an authentic paddle wheeler or steamboat. These leisurely voyages can include dinner, plenty of jazz music along the way. Royal Carriages, New Orleans' largest, America's oldest, continually operating carriage company since 1941, specializing in custom group tours of the French Quarter, St. Louis Cemetery number 1, Faubourg Marigny, and the Garden District departs from Jackson Square. Cemetery and swamp tours. Woohoo. Group discovery, the stories of America's most haunted city, tours of the ghosts of the French Quarter and historic cemeteries. Less spooky, but still exciting, the swamp tours get groups exploring the world of the bayou and its creatures. New Orleans tour companies offer swamp bayou tours on boats where you can see and even feed gators and other wildlife. You get to visit historical estate and home tours. Step-on guides for buses are available to show your groups their city and historical estates that are just beyond it. Each estate offers its own snapshot into the region's history. Home tours bring your groups inside magnificent mansions such as the French Quarter, Burgard Keys House, dating from 1826, and the Edgar Degas House, the home of the French Impressionist painter. All right, Anne Rice vampire tours. That'd be cool. I did a haunted tour there. That was pretty cool. Museums. New Orleans is filled with museums of varying varying interests that are sure to excite groups. The historic New Orleans collection dedicated to the history and culture of the Big Easy, while the New Orleans Jazz Museum celebrates the music of the city, showcasing the unique history and tradition of New Orleans. The Louisiana State Museum includes landmark properties, the Cabildo, Presbytere, Old U.S. Mint, Madame John's Legacy, and the 1850 house. New Orleans Museum of Art and Besthoff Sculpture Garden. The Museum of Art has almost 40,000 objects as part of its permanent collection. The 5-acre Sidney and Walda Besthoff Sculpture Garden has over 90 sculptures that captivate visitors. World War II Museum. History buffs, seniors, and students will want to visit the National World War II Museum. Powerful images, extraordinary artifacts bring to life the American spirit, the courage, the teamwork, and sacrifice of the young men and women who won the war and changed the world. And last is the walking tours. No better way to explore historic neighborhoods and French Quarter and Garden District than on foot, with a guide pointing out the most famous attractions, all the while offering fun and fascinating and anecdotal stories. And I apologize for my pronunciation. Next. All right, group-friendly restaurants, music clubs, and events. So many best attractions in New Orleans are the restaurants, music clubs in the French Quarter and on Frenchman Street. New Orleans and Company can help match your group with the right venue, but the following are some that are especially catered to the market. So you have Malotte's Original Cajun Restaurant and Crescent City Brew House. The Original Cajun Restaurant puts it all together with live Cajun music, dancing, Cajun cuisine, and private party rooms. The only French Quarter microbrewery, the Crescent City Brew House, offers great food, plus live jazz and local art for an explosion of all senses. Mother's and Oceana Grill. Mother's is located in the Central Business District and a local favorite. Classic New Orleans home cooking like gumbo, po' boys, debris, fried seafood, jambalaya, crawfish etouffee. Fried chicken, red beans, and rice are served. Private party room available for groups. You have the Oceana Grill, features buffet, sit-down packages in private dining rooms. Landry's Seafood House Court of Two Sisters and Two Jaguars, guys, that's right. Take in sweeping views of the Mississippi River and Jackson Square from Landry's Seafood House, newly renovated building, as you enjoy a menu that features a variety of local seafood and Creole cuisine that pleases any palate. Group menus, spaces available. Court of Two Sisters offers New Orleans only daily live jazz brunch buffet and Creole a la carte dinner served in the French Quarter, largest historical courtyard. Brunch features more than 60 items and dinner includes a seasonal chef's menu. Second oldest restaurant, maybe a test question, in New Orleans is Tujaga's. Retained its reputation for providing an unforgettable dining experience, a favorite for more than 150 years, entertaining and satisfying the delightfully robust appetites of the French Quarter. Group-friendly events, okay? So where are you going to send your guests? Long list of free, affordable festivals make any time in New Orleans a celebration. Once again, groups are treated with special care. New Orleans and Company can provide a complete list of events, but the following are a good match for your groups. Free group festivals. If you're counting your vacation dollars closely, you come to the right spot. They don't call Mardi Gras the greatest free show on earth, or New Orleans the Big Easy for nothing. Each area of the city has its own special offerings, features, and adventures. Here are a few for travelers on a budget. French Quarter Festival and Crescent Barbecue and Blues Festival. French Quarter Festival, the largest free music festival in the South. This annual spring festival brings some of the greatest local musicians, restaurants, and artists out into the streets. Locals and visitors flock to the French Quarter to eat, drink, and be merry. Crescent City Blues and Barbecue Festival, in a city well known for its music and its food. Crescent City Blues and Barbecue Festival combines the best of two specific genres. The free festival heats up the heart of New Orleans' central business district as the weather starts to cool down in October. Live music, exquisite barbecue delights, and more. While the festival is free, there are VIP packages for sale. Creole Tomato and Oak Street Po' Boy Festivals. French Market Creole Tomato Festival, this two-day festival taking place on the second weekend in June, is a historic French market. Free and open to the public. If you do purchase some local products, you can get a whole bag of Creole tomatoes for free. Very cool. Oak Street Po' Boy Festival. Explore the 8-block span of Oak Street. Beyond that occurs the first Sunday of November. Festival features the best and most inventive po' boys from restaurants, food trucks, and more around the world, around the city. Wash down those hefty sandwiches with a beer or other featured cocktails. More free group activities. Doesn't take a lot of money to dive into real New Orleans, a place with deep culture, proud neighborhoods, vibrant street music, art, and history. Unlike any other city in America, here are some ways your group can experience New Orleans without spending a penny. And for more information on activities that won't break the bank, visit this link right here. Again, you can save these links for future reference. Historic in New Orleans Collection and Noma Sculpture Garden. Education galleries at the New Orleans Historic Collection. The education galleries provide the historic New Orleans collection first dedicated space for people of all ages to touch, see, smell, and hear the awe-inspiring culture of the city. Designed to provide a broad sampling of New Orleans culture, galleries encourage people of all ages to engage with objects on view and discover the complex web of stories that make up our collective history. Self-guided admission is free. New Orleans Museum of Art Sculpture Garden. With over 90 priceless sculptures set on 11 acres, the Sidney and Walda Bestoff Sculpture Garden is a true New Orleans treasure. Located in the magnificent New Orleans Museum of Art, this outdoor space includes modern and contemporary places or pieces meant to inspire art lovers of all kinds. Take your time wandering the grounds and soaking in the beautiful scenery. There's something to delight you at every turn. It is free to access and open to the public 7 days a week. Sazerac House. Sazerac cocktail gained fame in New Orleans in the 1850s and is served all around the world to this day. Now it has its grandest home yet. Sazerac House, this is your place to see how the Sazerac is part of the customs, traditions, and culture of New Orleans. Take a complimentary self-guided tour to discover the legacy and lore of the favorite drinks. Explore thoughtful exhibits in a beautiful setting with opportunity to talk with experts and enjoy complimentary samples and experience something new on every visit. Jackson Square and live music, okay? Jackson Square artists, what better way to capture the smile of the one you love than through the talents of Jackson Square artists? And live music, stroll along Bourbon, Frenchman, and Fulton Street, where jazz pours into the street. Duck into a club for a full experience. Many clubs don't even charge a cover. And then Magazine Street, Preservation Resource Center. Magazine Street, whether you are looking for antiques, artwork, latest trends, or even a wedding dress, Magazine Street is the perfect place to start your window shopping. If you shop till you drop, grab a refreshment at one of the many restaurants and bars along the strip. Preservation Resource Center. Take a hands-on approach to preserve the history and rich culture through the Preservation Resource Center. It's free to volunteer time to renovate houses, work on the PRC newspaper, or help with Operation Comeback. Parks and street performers. Walk among the century, old arcs of City Park, picnic in picturesque Audubon Park, or enjoy views of the Mississippi River at Waldenburg Park. Street performers, this is New Orleans. Of course, we have street performers on almost every corner in French Quarter. Check out Jackson Square, Royal Frenchman, and Bourbon Street for foot stomping good band. Don't forget to tip. Okay, is there nothing on this slide? Does anybody have anything? I don't shoot. All right, we'll move on. So planning your next group trip. New Orleans attracts diverse markets for groups. Look at the key ones below and start reaching out locally to form your next group trip. So you have students and youth groups. New Orleans is a historical cultural journey right here in the US that students can experience together. City's musical heritage will also appeal to youth groups. New Orleans and Company has created a dedicated student and youth group packet that gives advisors the exact information they need to book student groups. Family reunions, multi-generational family reunions. Discover a long list of delights in the Crescent City. New Orleans is family friendly with a wide range of attractions, wonderful parks, music venues, group friendly restaurants, and say some 50 plus free things to do, making it all economical. New Orleans and Company works alongside advisors to customize each reunion to fit the group's needs. You have pre-post cruise groups. As a major embarkation, disembarkation port for cruises to the Gulf of Mexico and Caribbean, groups can combine time in New Orleans with a sea voyage. New Orleans and Company offers pre and post commissionable packages that include overnight accommodations. Discover more on selling to New Orleans cruise market by taking the Cruise New Orleans 2 vacations in 1 educational course. Destination weddings, we talked about that. Take the Romantic New Orleans course. Visit myweddingsneworleans.com for more of the existing exciting market that brings lovers and their friends and family on a multi-day event anchored by the big day itself. And then you have tour operators. Many of the tour operators and wholesalers have set itineraries and departures that a group can claim for their own, or they can customize a New Orleans visit for any group's interest. New Orleans and Company can help advisors find the right tour operator to work for their group. All right, who's ready to book their group? That's where the money's at, guys. All right, big easy group planning. So New Orleans and Company exists primarily to assist groups in their travel to the city. Your first step is to contact us via a group RFP, which we can then distribute to the right suppliers based on your requirements. Click here to reach the online RFP. You can also request a travel planner guide online, okay? So request that, guys. Get some information, right? Free information. Beyond the attractions, restaurants, events discussed in this course, New Orleans Company can and also assist with coordinating other aspects of the group stay, including Accommodations. New Orleans is made up of a national hotel brands and independent properties, many within a 2-mile radius, close to all the Big Easy has to offer guests. With 10 rooms or more, New Orleans Company can help coordinate your guests for the perfect accommodations for your group by circulating a request to our hotel community, asking they send proposals for your review and consideration. Transportation. Getting to New Orleans is easy with the Louis Armstrong International Airport, 20 minutes from the city center. For a unique way to explore the city, groups can rent the historic St. Charles streetcar, dates back to 1835. New Orleans and Company can assist in motor coach transportation and guides that will travel with the group. Motor coach parking is located in select places throughout New Orleans. There are some restrictions for buses in the French Quarter, home to many historic landmarks, as well as the Garden District, a residential area with antebellum mansions. And then itinerary planning. New Orleans and Company can work with you to create the ideal itinerary for your group's interest. We also have preset itineraries available for your use. New Orleans and Company can supply a number of promotional materials to help you sell your groups and or get them excited about the trip. They include the official New Orleans Visitors Guide, Explore New Orleans promotional brochure. How about French Quarter self-guided walking brochure? And then last, New Orleans photos and videos. Okay, so they help you with all of that. So again, guys, use our vendors to help with your planning. More information. New Orleans and Company knows the best advisors and group Pied Pipers are the ones who experience the city personally. It also offers summer and December fam trips to qualified advisors. New Orleans and Company has dedicated a sales team of tourism experts that's divided by group markets. Reach out to the team at neworleans.com, groups contact to begin the group planning process. For more information and planning, click here to reach the online RFP. Okay, so group RFP, you can click there. It'll pull up the information for you to help you find assistance. Okay. All right. Group RFP. All right. Let me go back real quick. Okay, next. All right, test time, guys. Everybody ready? Make sure everybody's ready. I hope you're paying attention. All right, I'm going to stop the recording. Make sure everybody passes. Now we're going to go back to our other course. Okay. Let me get back. Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more. All right. So next we are doing, I have to click back here. New Orleans and beyond. Okay. So if you're just joining us, we're on New Orleans and beyond. We have recorded all these other ones. 3 more to do. Let's get her done. Okay, Archer, go ahead and put Las Vegas. Again, the keyword is already in there. And let's get started, okay? Looks like a pretty short one. Okay. All right, so New Orleans and beyond. No disputing, New Orleans is a city filled with countless attractions and activities of its own. However, when clients head here and just stay within its environs, then they are missing out on a host of excitement, all within a radius of a 2-hour drive. Whether it's a repeat visitor to New Orleans or a first timer looking for a longer stay, they won't want to miss out on all there is to see and do beyond the city. Okay, so just outside of New Orleans, round out the visit with a bit of agrarian history amongst the historical estates, opportunities to see the natural wonders of the bayou, cultural excursions into Cajun Creole life without or within the historical towns, time on the golf greens, and even one-of-a-kind attractions not to be missed while in Louisiana. Hub and spoke destination. Use New Orleans as a hub and spoke destination, planning half or full day trips that will complete the client's stay. It's easy to rent a car for a day or two to drive to the area's top sites, or book them on a tour that includes pickup and drop off right at their hotel. Begin your own journey with this course by becoming a certified New Orleans and beyond. You'll be able to enhance every trip to the city and your clients will thank you for it. All right, next module. Golf in New Orleans. Who likes to golf? With warm weather year-round, home to top courses designed by some of the golf greats, New Orleans is the ideal destination for clients who enjoy the game and being challenged by new greens. Add a day or two of golf to extend client stays in New Orleans, or create a golf-focused trip with the dining and fun that only New Orleans can offer, topping off each evening. Professional golf started in the city in 1930s with Zurich Classic. Now the PGA Tour stop in April, played at TPC of Louisiana. Award-winning 18-hole course designed by Pete Dye is only 15 miles from downtown in Avondale. It is consistently included in the Golf Suite's best course you can play. The course stretches over 250 acres of wetlands along the Mississippi River Delta. It is part of the Audubon Golf Trail and is a member of the Audubon Cooperative Sanctuary Program, likening to a private nature reserve. You can always tell when I mispronounce because I do it twice. All right. Another course close to the city is English Turn Golf and Country Club, only 8 miles from New Orleans. It's easy for clients to stay in a city hotel and be out on the Jack Nicklaus design signature par 72 golf course in no time. Small groups can stay in the villa at English Turn with 4 private double suites, a living area, kitchen, and large patio. The course itself is dominated by water on every hole, and clients will enjoy time in the 43,000 square foot plantation style clubhouse. All right, so bookings, okay. Oops. I didn't mean that, sorry. I meant next module. There we go. Move my thing down. There we go. All right, tours and nature. So step outside the city and discover a bit of the bayou, where Louisiana's ecosystems and animal life are sure to fascinate. Whether exploring via swamp boat, airboat, seaplane, or visiting one of the area's one-of-a-kind attractions, clients will not want to miss what nature offers just beyond New Orleans. In fact, many of the nature opportunities are within a 30-minute drive. And most of the tours last from 60 to 90 minutes. Any of the below activities and attractions are also very group friendly and a good choice for families. So that's kind of cool, guys. So it's not just, for adults. They have family, oriented ones also. Swamp tours offer a look into the culture of the people who live in the bayou and swamps, as well as the opportunity to see its unique plant and animal life up close. These tours are on slow-moving flatbed boats that transgress the murky waters with the chance to see egrets, great blue herons, turtles. Some tours even offer the opportunity to feed alligators marshmallows for those who dare. Boat captains add to the experience with lively discussions on interesting facts about the wildlife and vegetation. If planning a group, 1 motor coach generally equals approximately 2 boats. You have airboat tours. Another way to explore the swamps in the bayou is via airboat. For those who seek more of an adventure on these fast-moving boats that fit 4 to 6 people, guests are hearing less commentary along the way, but a higher speed gives those who like it a bit of a thrill. Optional add-ons. So you have several swamp tour companies that can pick your clients up and return them to New Orleans as part of their tour, or guests can head to the company's privately owned wildlife refuge in the Manchac Swamp via rental car. Since the waterway is private, no commercial or recreational boats may enter. Plus, clients benefit from their Cajun captain's extensive experience conducting tens of thousands of tours between them. These companies also offer combination tours, so clients can add plantation visits for a day trip, exploring the Big Easy. Jean Lafitte National Historical Park and Preserve. The Bertaria Preserve outside Mario offers a taste of Louisiana's wild wetlands. The preserve's 26,000 acres include bayous, swamps, marshes, forests. Walk along the boardwalks and dirt trails to spot animals, including alligators and over 200 species of birds, plus an ever-changing array of wildflowers and plants. See the trail map. Enjoy a self-guided tour, explore with a cell phone tour. Exhibits at the Preserve Visitor Center, the national importance of the area, highlight how the Mississippi River built Louisiana's wetlands, the national importance of the area, and the relation between the land and its people. Kids can earn a badge with the Junior Ranger program. An environmental educational center is used for field trips and special programs. Visitor Center Park Store has books, music, children's books, insect repellent, field guides, and more on sale. Admission to the preserve is free. Instigator Alligator Ranch and Hatchery. More than 2,000 alligators called Instigator Alligator Ranch and Hatchery home, located in Covington, approximately 60 to 70 minutes north of New Orleans. The ranch not only features guided tours, tells guests everything they possibly want to know about the Louisiana alligator industry, plus also offers them a chance to see hundreds of gators of varied ages and sizes, and even play with the baby gator. Who wants to do that? I do. NOLA Motorsport Park. Though not animal or nature related, the 700-acre NOLA Motorsports Park is near only 20 minutes from the French Quarter. Clients can pair any of the above with the park as part of a day out exploring beyond New Orleans. Clients can drive, race exotic cars, or go-karts. It is also an interesting venue for team building and group events. McClenny Company Tabasco Factory and Jungle Gardens. Head a little further out, 2.5-hour drive southwest of New Orleans to Avery Island and McClenny Company Tabasco Factory. Jungle Garden tours. In season, visitors to Avery's Island 170-acre jungle acres can see a variety of azaleas, camellias, and bamboo, plus the opportunity to view wildlife. The Pepper Sauce Factory tour shows how the Louisiana favorite is soaked in white oak barrels and shipped worldwide. All right, next you have Cajun and historical towns. Okay, clients craving more of Cajun and Creole Louisiana living can find historic and attraction-filled parishes and communities all within a short drive of New Orleans. Only 5 miles from New Orleans, St. Bernard Parish. This is the site of the Battle of New Orleans, and clients can visit Jean Lafitte National Historical Park, Chalmette Battlefield. Learn more about the last great battle of the War of 1812. It is also a stop on the America's Wetland Birding Trail. An easy and scenic way to get there is on a riverboat cruise aboard the paddle wheeler Creole Queen. That may be a test question, which departs the French Quarter and travels downriver to the battlefield. To get to New Orleans North Shore, clients make a 45-minute drive across the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, the world's largest bridge over a body of water just under 25 miles long. While it is home to family fun at Instigator Alligator Farm and Hatchery, adult fun can also be enjoyed at Pontchartrain Vineyards Tasting Room. The vineyard is also a good spot for groups. Active types can hike or cycle along the 31-mile Tamani Trace, a rails to trails conversion, or go tubing, canoeing, and kayaking down the scenic Bogue Cheeto River. Clients can envelope themselves in Cajun culture and bayou country in the Houma area, 55 miles southwest from New Orleans. Choices include swamp and plantation tours, fishing, historic downtown, and such cultural sites as the Regional Military Museum and Downtown Art Gallery, which features the work of a local artist each month. The area is also known for its annual events, including the Best of the Bayou Festival held in the fall. A driving tour of St. James Parish, 55 miles west from New Orleans, will take clients along the Mississippi River and includes the area's many plantation homes, such as Oak Alley and St. Joseph, as well as St. James Catholic Church Parish, formed in 1770, site of the first Acadian landing in Louisiana. Make an appointment for clients to also tour an 1840s French Creole plantation home. Schedule a trip during one of the area's major events, including the Festival of Bonfires in December and the St. Peter's Channel festivals held in the spring and fall. La Fourche Parish is a little over 60 miles drive from the Big Easy, sitting along the Gulf of Mexico. Traveling through the parish, clients will find areas of marshes, sandy ridges, bodies of water, and natural levees, as well as natural habitat for deer, alligators, and fish. It is a sportsman's paradise. Plenty of opportunities for fishing, crabbing, and hunting. Opportunities for birding, swamp tours, shopping in historic downtown Thibodaux adds to the attractions. Cultural, historic sites include the Bayou Country Children's Museum, plantations, and more at both the E.D. White Historic Site and Laurel Valley Village. Louisiana's capital city, Baton Rouge, is only about an 80-mile drive west from New Orleans. Clients making a day trip here will find all that makes up the great Louisiana town. Food, music leading the way of the top attractions. Recent renaissance in downtown has brought almost a dozen new places to drink and listen to music alongside award-winning restaurants. Another way to play is at one of the capital's casinos. Louisiana history and culture can be explored at the Old State Capitol, Capitol Park Museum, and a selection of antebellum plantations. So lots to see and do, right? All right, next. Historic estate tours. So located as close as an hour outside New Orleans, you can tour stately mansions. Hear stories from all perspectives, from famous local families that built their own and owned them, and the views of the slaves who worked there. Learn why the kitchens are not part of the main house, and find out how residents lived in comfort before air conditioning. Many of the estates serve lunch, so you can make a day of it or just visit one or two. Some also offer overnight accommodations with dinner and breakfast. You have the Louisiana's river parishes, numerous historical estates that can be toured. Good place to start is in Louisiana's river parishes, located 30 miles from New Orleans. This collection of homes is set along the Mississippi River. Oak Alley Plantation Restaurant and Inn. Among the beauties is Oak Alley Plantation Restaurant and Inn, considered the grand dame of the Great River Road. With its 28 oaks along the Mississippi and a manor with 28 columns, tour the historic grounds and big house accompanied by a guide in period dress. Clients can also view slave quarters, Civil War exhibits, creating a full experience while enjoying its 25 acres. Wow. Humus House and Gardens. Another choice is the Sugar Palace or Humus House Plantation and Garden. Columned Greek Revival, completed in 1840. Guests can tour 16 rooms filled with period antiques, Louisiana artwork. Also boasts 38 acres of gardens, ponds, and towering oaks. Laura Plantation, named the top travel attraction in Louisiana. Pay attention. By Louisiana's Travel Promotion Association, and the daily tours are based on Laura's memoirs of detailed life in the 1805 Creole plantation. Destrahan Plantation, closest plantation to New Orleans, and is guided by fully costumed tour guides. Exhibits include original documents signed by Thomas Jefferson, folk art, depicting the 1811 slave revolt and family artifacts and documents. St. Joseph and Felicity Plantations. Experience an authentic tour of St. Joseph and Felicity Plantation. Family-owned plantation also operates as a sugar cane factory. Explore original slave cabins and seasonal exhibits depicting 19th century Creole mourning customs. Whitney Plantation, only plantation museum in Louisiana with an exclusive focus on the lives of enslaved people. Visit Whitney's memorials, and restored buildings to enter the world of Louisiana's sugar plantation and to remember those who built and worked this property. On your walking tour, your guide shows you through slave cabins, Freedman's Church, detached kitchen, and outbuildings, a 1790s owner's house, and memorials built to honor the enslaved. Pitot House, now headquarters for the Louisiana Landmark Society, a preservation advocacy organization. The Pitot House has been restored to the time when James Pitot, the first American mayor of New Orleans, and his family lived there from 1810 to 1819. Pitot was also president of the New Orleans Navigation Company, opening commerce on Bayou Street, John and Carondelet Canal. Listed on the National Register of the Historic Places, the Pitot House is an authentic example of Creole colonial architecture. Blah. Sorry, I can't read today. Long View House and Gardens. Located on the western edge of the city, just past the cemeteries and hidden among the trees off Monterey Road, is the Longue View House and Gardens. This magnificent city estate with a classical revival style mansion is surrounded by 8 acres of breathtakingly landscaped gardens designed by some of the finest outdoor architects of the early 20th century. It has been classified as National Historic Landmark since May of 2005. All right, conclusion, New Orleans Company can help you in your sales to the city and what lies beyond it. Click here to find out all about the company and what we can do for the advisors, include how you can register for the Travel Advisors VIP class, includes many discounts and hotels, restaurants, and attractions. Here you can get in touch also with the company and their email. Okay, so you can save that for future reference. Again, you can click that for more information. And we're to our second test. This one has 14 questions. You guys ready? Resume. All right, guys, we're almost done. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. We're going to be doing the New Orleans Taste and Tunes. All right, everybody on board with us? Stay plugged in, almost done. All right. Bum, bum, bum. All right, no worries, Linda. We will have, we will have it recorded. I'll post it today. All right, lots of fun about food, right? Taste and tunes. Let's do this. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so welcome to New Orleans Taste and Tunes. Unique dining scene, unsurpassed musical heritage will compose an experience for your clients that is nothing short of a masterpiece. Travel advisors who sell New Orleans should be well versed in culinary music history. Know where to access the city's best current offerings. It will be love at first bite for your clients in New Orleans, where a passion for food is perhaps matched only by the city's love affair with music. Birthplace of jambalaya and jazz effortlessly inspires visitors from around the globe with its vibrant flavors and rich musical heritage. Made famous by the well-known New Orleans that are masters of their craft. Television chef Emerald Lagasse, Creole food legend Leah Chase, crooner Harry Connick Jr., and jazz trumpeter Wynton Marsalis, and are just a few that have lured the masses to New Orleans. The birthplace of jambalaya and jazz. The city's 17 historic neighborhoods are unique enclaves of food, music, and culture. From the Garden District, where towering elm trees and Victorian-style houses can be seen from the historic streetcars that traverse St. Charles Avenue, to the historic Faubourg Marigny, where music seems to hang quite literally in the air. A tour of the city is a great way to get your clients oriented on their first day. But for true foodies, music, consider a more focused culinary history tour. Distinct food and music. Without a doubt, the New Orleans' most famous neighborhood is the French Quarter. Distinctive French and Spanish-inspired buildings line intimate cobblestone streets, house everything from voodoo and antique shops to trendy boutiques, fascinating museums, even the casual cafe or high-end eatery. There are countless bars, theaters, and music venues in which to be entertained, but if your clients want to hear live music, they need to just walk down the street. From morning to night and beyond, the banquettes or sidewalks of the city are also a stage for some of New Orleans' greatest musicians. Many street performers showcase their skills near Jackson Square, a hub of action in the quarter that is steps away from the Mississippi River. Your clients can explore St. Louis Cathedral, which borders the square, the old U.S. Mint, houses in New Orleans Jazz Museum, or Woldenberg Park, lovely waterfront promenade without having to travel a great distance. Okay, next module. Taste of New Orleans. Take a look at all the unique taste New Orleans has to offer. Each item offers distinct experience that makes your New Orleans a great place to send your foodie clients. Muffalettas. Okay, we went over these the other day. Stuffed with classic Italian flavors, salami, ham, provolone, piquant olive spread that gives it its distinctive taste. Famous sandwich was born in New Orleans. Central Grocery invented the sandwich, but restaurants all over the city have their own version. But definitely stop in there for the original home of it. Po' boy. French bread stuffed with fried oysters, shrimp, roast beef, spicy sausage, among other fillings. If ordered dressed, it comes with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise. Po' boy's ever popular lunchtime staples, interestingly, originated in 1929 when two brothers invented them for the on-strike streetcar workers. When the workers came into their shop to eat, the brothers would say, "Here comes another poor boy man." Café du Monde, 1862, the original French market coffee stand. It will be hard for visitors to resist the aromas coming from the nearby Café du Monde. Piping hot beignets, sugar-coated donuts, best enjoyed with a cup of the café à latte, New Orleans signature coffee drink made with a chicory and steamed coffee or steamed milk. New Orleans love their cup of joe. Cafe is open 24 hours a day, so it's no wonder the coffee is one of the city's top imports. Gumbo. Trip to New Orleans is not complete with a steamy helping of gumbo. Treat yourself to a culinary carnival created with a mix of Western, European, African, Caribbean, Native American influences. Classic gumbo recipes call for meat with the trinity, onion, bell peppers, and celery. Simmered for hours in a row. A dark stock made from butter or oil and flour. Though you can add a variety of meats, common recipes are for chicken and sausage or seafood gumbo. Jambalaya, meal in itself. Classic New Orleans dish consists of sausage, vegetables, and variety of meats and or seafood. Final touch, adding long grain rice to absorb the flavors from the stock is what sets this one pot wonder apart from similar ethnic dishes. Variations can include chicken, turkey, shrimp, alligator, and more. Consider it a New Orleans version of paella. Seafood boils. Your clients are planning a trip to the spring. In the spring, they'll have another opportunity to enjoy a classic Nowlands event, a seafood boil. This seasonal festive food experience is where the New Orleans feast on crawfish, shrimp, or crabs, usually outdoors. These flavorful crustaceans are thrown in a pot with corn on the cob, potato, sausage, and Cajun spice mixed for the meal that New Orleans residents always consider a celebration. Oysters. Locals also love their oysters prepared any which way, raw on the half shell, char grilled, fried, or blackened. For clients particularly interested in food heritage, book them a table in Antoine's circa 1840 restaurant on Rue St. Louis, where Oyster Rockefeller baked oysters topped with herbs, butter, and breadcrumbs was first served. And then the bananas Foster. For dessert, send them off to Brennan's for the bananas Foster. Flaming delicacy of rum-soaked bananas served over vanilla ice cream created in 1951. Distinctively decadent dessert made with bananas, vanilla ice cream, dark rum, sugar, and spices, famously invented at Brennan's restaurant in New Orleans. The flambéed treat remains Brennan's most popular item, requiring the restaurant to use more than 35,000 pounds of bananas each year. And then, of course, the king cakes, tradition Mardi Gras treats that are made to honor the three biblical kings' journey, are ubiquitous around the city as everything celebrates the season. Oval, cinnamon, roll style king cakes dripping with icing dyed purple, green, and gold. Mardi Gras 3 official colors frequently have cream, cheese, or fruit filling. One small plastic baby figurine symbolizing baby Jesus is placed into each cake. Tradition has it that the person who gets that slice with the baby is named the king or queen for the day and must supply the next cake. Fun, right? How about city cuisine? Okay, so it'll be hard for visitors to resist the aromas coming from nearby Cafe Du Monde, where piping hot beignets, sugar-coated donuts are enjoyed with the cafe latte, New Orleans signature coffee drink made with chicory coffee drink and steamed milk. They love their coffee Joe 24 hours a day. You have Decatur Street, a can of chicory-infused grinds make a great take-home gift. But a walk down Decatur Street yields other locally made foodstuffs that your gourmand will want to pick up too. Their first stop might be a local praline, the melt in your mouth pecan brown sugar confections that satisfy even the sweetest tooth. You have the French Market. Further down the block is the French Market, another big, easy Epicurean paradise. Been in operation since 18th century. Vendors sell everything from snacks to enjoy on the spot, including alligator sausage and snowballs, which are refreshing snow cone style treats, to locally produced packaged foods that can make great souvenirs. Traditional to modern cuisine, from to-go snacks eaten in the park to multi-course meals served on white tablecloths, cities, hundreds of restaurants have something for everyone and show off the various ethnic and cultural groups that call New Orleans home. New fusion restaurants and cafes on Magazine Street join the city's collection of Cajun eateries, high-end establishments, including Brennan's, Galatoire's, Emerald's, and Commander's Palace. From breakfast of shrimp and grits to crawfish etouffee for dinner, they'll enjoy sampling New Orleans' signature Creole fare, a melting pot of cuisine that draws from European, African, and Caribbean food and flavors. No one feels deprived eating the New Orleans, where food is a way of life and indulgence is an art form. In fact, the city has so many signature foods that it's hard not to plan a big, easy vacation solely around your clients' must-taste meals, right? Who's hungry? Yes, let's go eat. All right, how about signature cocktails? No matter the season, taste buds are tickled in New Orleans every hour of the day and night. Cocktail lovers can have some daytime fun, starting out with a spicy Bloody Mary from one of the city's top brunch spots. Nightlife is a scene unto itself. Passionate mixologists pay homage to traditional imbibes while simultaneously titillating bargoers with newly invented cocktails. The French Quarter is a good place for your clients to start as they seek out distinctively New Orleans drinks. Top on the list should be Pat O'Brien's indoor-outdoor bar, home to the Hurricane. Fruity rum drink served in a souvenir glass that's shaped like a hurricane lamp, hence the cocktail's name. Several old-fashioned drinks, aside from the Hurricane, that originated in the Big Easy include Sarsaparilla, a cognac or whiskey-based cocktail, absinthe, an anise-flavored spirit, and then the hand grenade, a potent melon-flavored blender drink. Never had one of those. Whatever the pleasure, clients can take their cocktails in a plastic to-go cup, enjoy the sounds of live music coming from the bars, clubs, and restaurants on Bourbon Street, where they may be lucky enough to catch a string of plastic Mardi Gras beads being tossed from the second or third floor balconies. At the end of the strip on the corner of St. Philip Street, there's another notable nightlife spot, Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop, a cozy bar housed in one of the quarter's few remaining buildings to feature original French architecture. Dating back to 1772, Lafitte's was originally owned and operated by privateer Jean Lafitte and is reportedly haunted by a ghost of customers from times past. Ooh. All right, next. Almost done, guys. So thanks for hanging in there. So live music, a myriad of stages from which your clients can hear superb live music, including House of Blues for big name artists from all music genres. Tipitaninas, dedicated to the influential rhythm and blues musician Henry Roland Bird, aka Professor Longhair, and unfussy uptown bars where groups like Rebirth Brass Band, Cowboy Mouth, and Sunpie Barnes Blues and Zydeco Show perform regularly. Here are just a few other places to recommend. Preservation Hall. Cocktails in New Orleans come with a side of live music, and when the sun sets, a top spot for jazz is Preservation Hall. Open 7 nights a week and featuring some of the country's best jazz musicians on its stage. Preservation Hall was first created as a sanctuary in 1961 to protect New Orleans music. Now it is one of the city's most revered live music venues. Frenchman Street, supreme nighttime music experience. Direct your clients to Frenchman Street in the Faubourg Marigny neighborhood. There they can stroll from one venue to the next with ease, starting with Snug Harbor, where Ellis Marcellus and Charmaine Neville often take to the stage. Frenchman Street has been dubbed the new alternative to Bourbon Street for finding great live music. During the day, there are many opportunities to immerse oneself in music, history, and culture, and learn more about some of New Orleans' best-known music masters, Buddy Bolden, King Oliver, Fats Domino, and Jelly Roll Morton. Louis Armstrong Park. Good starting point for daytime exploration. There your clients can explore the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park with a downloadable audio tour covering the city's 300+ year musical history, including that of Congo Square, where Creole and African inspiration gave birth to jazz. For more New Orleans musical heritage, clients can visit the historic African-American neighborhood of Treme, the home of many musicians, past and present. The Backstreet Cultural Museum is in Treme and details such New Orleans traditions as second line parades, jazz funerals, Mardi Gras Indians, with special exhibits on some of jazz's most influential musicians. Festivals, make no mistake about it though, music in New Orleans is as alive as ever and ever evolving. Several festivals throughout the year showcase both upcoming and established New Orleans musicians in live performances from morning to night. New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival is perhaps the most known, dating back to 1970. It encompasses 2 exciting weekends in late spring, Louisiana food and music at the fairgrounds, race course. Summer brings a Satchmo Summerfest inspired by Louis Armstrong. And in the fall, there's both the Voodoo Music Experience at City Park, a 3-day-long celebration of music and culture, and the Congo Square Rhythms, Festival of African Music and Dance. Restaurants with music performances. So from gospel brunch on Sundays to sunset jazz cruises on the Mississippi River to lively Cajun Creole restaurants featuring Zydeco, a lively Creole folk music featuring an accordion and washboard. Great way to experience music is with a meal. So Cafe Benet, come feed all your senses. Music and cuisine are the heartbeat of New Orleans. You have Palm Court Jazz Cafe featuring Creole and international cuisine as you listen to live traditional jazz. You have the Court of Two Sisters restaurant, New Orleans' only daily live jazz brunch buffet, and Creole a la carte dinner served in the French Quarter's largest historical courtyard. And then Mulates, the original Cajun restaurant, first restaurant to popularize dining and dancing Cajun style. And for more information, from Gospel Brunch on Sundays to Sunset Jazz Cruises on the Mississippi River to lively Cajun Creole restaurants featuring Zydeco, a lively Creole folk music featuring an accordion washboard, your clients will never be too far from New Orleans tunes. For more information about dining, music, and nightlife in the Big Easy, contact New Orleans Company. Get in touch with us here. There you go, official destination marketing organization, food for New Orleans. And it is time for another test. And then we have one more lap, guys. So let's do this. Get her done, get her done. All amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, last one, guys, and then you will be travel professionals for New Orleans. So let's go to our last course for today. And if you're joining me tomorrow, we're starting on Alaska. So what to know before your client goes. Visitors can stroll through New Orleans' diverse neighborhoods, experience Mardi Gras, listen to jazz, eat Cajun favorites, shop for antiques, embrace life the New Orleans way. All right, so welcome before you go. Dates back 300 years. Welcome to New Orleans. The motto, let the good times roll, sums up the celebratory atmosphere of the city, paying tribute to the French heritage. Proud of the Great American South, historical architecture, gems, etc. And you can stroll through. So introduction, we're going to go ahead and get started right here. I'll just leave it at Lucretia for now. All right, so here we go. Our last one. Oops, this is kind of a long one, but let's get going. All right, so treat your senses. Food and music are a big part of New Orleans experience, especially since the birthplace of jazz, the blues, even the po' boy sandwich. Here you can listen to live music, dine on delicious delights day and night, even combine both treats, eating savory, sizzling dishes while listening to live music at clubs and restaurants throughout the city. Jazz in New Orleans. So jazz performances in New Orleans can range from Dixieland, the earliest form of jazz. I skipped one. Did I skip one? Oops. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Treat your senses. Let the good times roll. Okay, there we go. Laissez, thank you. Les Bons. Welcome to New Orleans, where the motto of Laissez les bons temps roller, let the good times roll, sums up the celebratory atmosphere of the city while paying tribute to the French heritage. The Crescent City's European Caribbean influences date back 300 years, can be felt, seen, heard, and tasted in its music, architecture, and cuisine. All right, thank you. Talked about the senses. Now the jazz. Earliest form of jazz to trad jazz, traditional jazz, where an instrumental solo gets the crowd cheering Besides jazz, visitors can listen to live gospel, Zydeco, Cajun, Latin, R&B, country, folk, the blues, bluegrass, brass bands, alternative reggae, and rock in the city's large selection of music clubs. Some of the music greats have called New Orleans home, including Louis Armstrong, Fats Domino, Ellis, Del Feo, and Wynton Marsalis, Professor Longhair, the Neville Brothers, Alan Toussaint, Dr. John, Harry Connick Jr., Better Than Ezra, and Cowboy Mouth. Cool, right? Unique dishes, must-tries along the way, New Orleans po' boy sandwich set in a long submarine-style French bread, overfilled with meat or seafood, topped with choice of accoutrements. The French donut, also known as beignet, is a fried square piece of dough covered with powdered sugar that can go from dessert to appetizer when filled with all sorts of savory choices, such as crawfish or shrimp. The love of food is inherent in the people in New Orleans, and it thrills them to pass the passion along to all those who visit their city. Hundreds of restaurants, plenty of diverse offerings with fine dining, celebrity chefs, casual eateries, serving up some of the world's most creative dishes. Nightlife and cocktails. Visitors can enjoy a wide variety of choices when it comes to nightlife in New Orleans. The hotel cocktail bars are ideal spots when it's time to start the night right or top the night off. The most well-known is the Carousel Bar and Lounge at the Hotel Monteleone. Built in 1949, the spinning 24-seat circus-themed merry-go-round makes a full rotation every 15 minutes. Offers live music every weekend. Another top choice is Sazerac Bar in the Roosevelt New Orleans Hotel. Among the cocktails to try, the previously men's-only lounge serves up the favorite drink of Louisiana Governor Hugh P. Long, the Ramos Gin Fizz, and the New Orleans signature cocktail, Sazerac. Bum, bum, bum. Ramos Gin Fizz. All right, take a picture if you want to learn how to make this classic morning after drink, frothy, sweet, ice-free gin cocktail. Been served since 1880s. 2 ounces of gin, lemon juice, lime juice, egg white, heavy cream, oh my gosh, sugar, orange flower, water, ice, and club soda. Add it all together, mix it up, shake vigorously for 15 seconds. Add a handful of ice to the shaker, shake again, and then strain into the chilled highball Collins glass without ice. Top with the club soda. Sazerac, okay, around 1850, the Saloon Exchange, the Sazerac most famous drink. The bar is only 3 locations, has existed, is in only 3 locations: Exchange Alley, 300 Carondelet Street, and the Roosevelt, New Orleans. It is a 6-year-old rye whiskey, simple syrup, bitters, and herb scent. Start with 2 glasses, chill. Second glass, add the whiskey, bitters, and simple syrup. After the first glass gets frosty, dump the ice, rinse the glass, add the ice, strain into the glass, and put a lemon peel around the rim. Next. Ba-ba-ba, all right, historic neighborhoods. So New Orleans, numerous historic neighborhoods, each have their own personality and must-sees. Click here for a guide to what to see and do all over town. So again, that's something you may want to save for your reference later. The French Quarter, Old Neighborhood, New Orleans, famed French Quarter, established in 1718 by the French. Visitors will find a melting pot of cultures and atmospheres, from the party-focused Bourbon Street to bohemian elegance of Royal Street. Historic architecture, exhibits, and French Quarter European heritage with Spanish cast iron balconies, courtyards filled with flora and fauna, and fountains. Warehouse district, central business district, city's downtown, located near the French Quarter, stretches from Canal Street to Poydras Street and from Claiborne Avenue to that street. The areas where visitors will find many New Orleans hotels, bars, and top restaurants. Faubourg, Marigny, and Bywater. 2 districts of Faubourg, Marigny, and Bywater located east, just down the river from the French Quarter. Are the locals' well-kept, hip, bohemian secret spots? Okay, so you want to play with the locals, go there. Frenchman Street, Marigny's Frenchman Street, actually considered Bourbon Street for New Orleans locals, with its various clubs, musical styles, including traditional jazz, blues, reggae, and rock. The Garden District, certainly one of New Orleans, if not the country's most beautiful neighborhoods. Historic Garden District filled with antebellum mansions, lovely gardens, towering oak trees, and a true sense of the city's southern charm. Treme, separated by the French Quarter and Rampart Street, cultural center of New Orleans with contributions to dance, music, and architectural design. Its African-American Creole heritage also celebrated here with museums, tours, and landmarks. And the South Market District, center of New Orleans' historic downtown area, transforming it into a new energy activity mecca. Encompassing a 5-block area, the district is mixed-use, transit-oriented development, containing luxury apartments with eclectic shops, delectable cafes, restaurants, exciting entertainment venues, making it a perfect downtown living area with style that's uniquely New Orleans. All right, almost done, guys. Fun around every corner. So visitors from all over the world can enjoy a long list of attractions and activities to keep their days and nights filled during their stay in New Orleans. Hop on, hop off city sightseeing. Easy, entertaining way for any age to explore and get good overall feel for New Orleans is with the live guided tour on a hop on, hop off city sightseeing New Orleans double-decker bus. Visitors can hop on and hop off at locations near city's top attractions, looping from French Quarter to the Garden District. Buses picking up passengers every 30 minutes. Mississippi River Dinner Jazz Cruise. Authentic steamboats sail along the Mississippi River, offering a step back in time to the antebellum era. With elegant furnishings and antiques, passengers can even visit the steam engine room of the paddle wheeler during a music and food-filled harbor jazz brunch or dinner jazz cruise. Audubon Nature Institute. Full days can be spent exploring the Audubon Nature Institute, home to the Audubon Aquarium of the Americas and the Audubon Zoo. These 2 institutions rank top 5 within these categories. Mardi Gras World. Many of New Orleans attractions simply are part of what makes it a distinct city. Mardi Gras is synonymous with New Orleans and at Mardi Gras. At Mardi Gras World, visitors can discover more about the celebration any time of the year. The tour offers a chance to learn the history, traditions of the famed event, as well as get a close look at some of the parade floats. National World War II Museum tells of the story of the American experience in the war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, what it means today. A 6-acre campus and features immersive exhibits, 4D cinematic experience, dinner, theater, and 2 restaurants. School of Cooking, original Creole and Cajun cooking school of New Orleans. Located in the heart of the French Quarter, the New Orleans School of Cooking offers entertaining cooking demonstrations twice daily, intimate hands-on classes. Private events are available for breakfast, lunches, and dinner. Preservation Hall, sweet sounds of traditional New Orleans jazz every night. Open nightly with concerts 8, 9, and 10, Mondays through Wednesdays, with additional 5 and 6 performances on Thursdays through Sunday. For the best in traditional New Orleans jazz, all ages are welcome. And then the Royal Carriages, don't miss out on that. largest and America's oldest continually operating carriage company since 1941, specializing in customized group tours of the French Quarter, St. Louis Cemetery Number 1, Faubourg, Marigny, and the Garden District. It departs from Jackson Square. All right, next. Off the beaten path. So whether it's a first time or return to visit to New Orleans, there are many unexpected things to see. So you have the City Park, New Orleans City Park, a massive mid-city attraction known for its abundant activities, endless greenery, unique events. Whether you're looking for family-friendly fun, romantic escape, cultural exploration, or the perfect outdoor destination to soak up the sun, City Park has you covered. 1,300-acre park houses countless attractions, recreation gardens, nature, art and architecture, local food, vendors, and much more. Jean Lafitte National Park, the Barataria Preserve offers a taste of Louisiana's wild wetlands. The preserve's 26,000 acres include bayous, swamps, marshes, forests. Walk along boardwalks, dirt trails to spot animals, including alligators and over 200 species of birds, plus an ever-changing array of wildflowers and plants. See the trail map, enjoy a self-guided tour, explore with a cell phone tour. Exhibits at the Preserve Visitor Center highlight how the Mississippi River built Louisiana wetlands, the national importance of the area, and the relationship between the land and its people. Admission to the preserve is free. And then the New Orleans Jazz National Historic Park was created in 1994 to commemorate this memorable music legacy. The park's purpose is to preserve information, resources, and sites related to the beginnings and progressions of jazz in New Orleans. From its headquarters and visitors center across the French Market, the New Orleans Jazz Park offers regular jazz performances, lectures, films, and visual displays. It is also the starting point for jazz walking tours. Center stocks activities calendars from which you can learn about the thriving live jazz scene around New Orleans. Bum, ba, bum. And beyond New Orleans. Even though there is so much to do right in New Orleans, visitors can discover even more about the region with half or full day excursions. They can also use Crescent City as a base for exploring Louisiana's history, geography, with a tour of its great southern plantations, the wild and plant life of the bayou, and more. You have swamp tours, flatbed boats slowly moving through the murky waters through the swamp tour. Take a glimpse into both the people and the bayou and its unique plant and animal life. Boat captains eagerly tell tales of the bayou, identify egrets, great blue herons, turtles, alligators, and other animals that live in the swampland. The plantations, once home to hundreds of plantations, Louisiana's several estates have been restored and are within 75 miles of New Orleans. They welcome guests with the opportunity to take a tour, stay overnight, and even enjoy a meal.
Arnie, I think
Huh? Did I miss something?
you were muted.
Oh, I was? Am I still?
No, I can do
No,
that.
you can hear now.
Okay. All right. So plantations, we read that. And then the Tabasco brand factory tour. Visitors can combine a tour of the famed pepper sauce factory, stroll through the beautiful jungle gardens. Bum, ba, ba. And tax-free shopping. Who doesn't love shopping? The streets of New Orleans are lined with independent shops, boutiques, where visitors can find such treasures as antiques, contemporary to 19th century jewelry, regional designers, artists, and handmade clothes, artwork, including folk and early American art. Carnival costumes, linen suits, straw hats can be found in the vintage shops, offer visitors the chance to take a piece of iconic New Orleans home. To top it off, international guests to Louisiana benefit from the tax-free shopping at nearly 900 stores, They can shop tax-free as well-known retailers such as Saks Fifth Avenue, Apple, Macy's, JCPenney, Sears, Coach, Tiffany's, plus manufacturer outlets, computer, electrical, appliance stores, and hundreds of smaller specialty shops. You have the outlet collection at Riverwalk. A warehouse arts district is the first upscale outlet center in the downtown setting within the country. More than 75 retailers and restaurants are located along the Mississippi River, offer discounts from 25 to 65% off at stores like Neiman Marcus, Last Call Studio, Coach, Forever 21, the Puma store, and the Gap Factory store. All right, very cool, Cricket. French Market District, 6-block-long French Market District, originally a Native American trading post, sits along the river side of the lower French Quarter. Enjoy unique retail boutiques, top flea market, newly renovated farmers market, offering top selections of produce and seafood. Royal Street, the art galleries, antique shop, designer clothes, thrift stores, footwear, estate jewelry, hats, and more can be brought along Royal Street in the heart of the French Quarter. Visitors can eat flavored pralines as they shop or take some home with them. Royal Street is right in the middle of the action with a choice of cafes, restaurants, and top hotels at the ready for serious shoppers needing a break. Magazine Street, New Orleans, top shopping spot can be found along the Magazine Street, boasting 6 miles of stores selling antiques, trendy clothing, jewelry, footwear, cigars, home furnishings, formal wear, toys, beauty supplies, and more. The main shopping area begins at the intersection of Magazine and Felicity, known as the Lower Magazine, continues until the Washington-Jefferson intersection on Magazine. And conclusion, list of attractions and experiences for visitors in New Orleans is long, but New Orleans and Company is available to help all travel planners create the perfect itineraries for their groups and or individual travelers. Click here to access your travel training material, including a planner toolkit. For more information, visit here. So again, click here, guys, use these tools, okay? You've got a complimentary planning assistant, planning tools, itineraries, lots of great information to help you plan your client's trip, okay? All right, and time for our final exam. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
For completing all your training, you are now travel professionals. Okay, you should have all your certificates. Again, where do you guys see the certificates? Do you remember? Is it on the
They get
bottom?
emailed to you. You get a ton of
They're
emails from
emailed.
us.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so again, guys, that's the great part about doing these is you're going to get so much promotional material to help you sell New Orleans. Again, here's your toolkit you can download, okay? So definitely, again, use our resources, cruise coupons, cruise parking, pre-post packages. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Again, join me tomorrow. We're doing Alaska, okay? If you have not registered, the link is right here, okay? So let me copy that link for you. Get pre-registered so we can get started first thing, 10 a.m. tomorrow. And we will be completing, looks like it's a long one, so we'll be completing that one. When are we doing it? The 26th. Okay, so we do it the 2 Wednesdays and Saturday. Princess, we're doing that. We're still completing that on what is today? Okay, the 16th. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. The 23rd, I will be at a wedding, so I won't be doing it there. But again, stay plugged in, guys. Let's have some fun. Make sure that you follow our certificates. We're going to be doing next month. I have down here Poland, Hawaii, Sandals, Canada, Scotland, India, Thailand, Tennessee, Illinois. I don't know which ones we're gonna do, but we're going to do it. Yes, and we should. Again, I registered with the fam trip. Hopefully you guys will too. And then once we get verified, then we will be able to set that up. Okay, guys. So again, let's have fun, stay plugged in. And again, let's do this together. Where do we register? Okay. Register for the fam trip. You go here to travel professionals and it's right here, travel summer fam trip right there. Okay. Alaska, you're welcome, guys. The Alaska, here's again, all this information is in here for you guys. This is our certificate workshops. Okay, we post this. Sandy's amazing, and we'll post these every month. Okay, for which trainings we're doing and when. Okay. All right. So again, congratulations, everybody. I will have this on my YouTube channel right here. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. I post all of them. Your certificates will be emailed to you, and then you should be able to like pull it up, I think, and see it also. Maybe under your thing, it should show your certificates.
Excuse me, Marty, I got one question. So when you register for the fam trips, are we supposed to put in Archer travel, or do we put in our information?
When you register, remember always when it talks about agency, you'll always put Archer travel. Okay.
It doesn't
So
fit
in
in
this
our,
case, I would put Archer travel here, but I would put your address here. Okay, it's not saying
Okay.
company address. And then if you have a CLIA card, put it information here. If not, you put the IATA there. Now again, some may require you, to have your own CLIA card. That's why I always recommend, guys, this is a great investment. It is a tax write-off, but most of the perks, like this free Disney pass, you have to have one or the other to
yeah,
qualify.
I have my clear card.
Yeah, so I would recommend putting your CLIA card in there, okay? And as it says, you first have to register, and then if you're approved, they will send you the information, okay? And then once you're approved, you need to make sure you go to Archer Travel and just let them know you got invited and you're going to go at this certain time. That's the new requirement. Anytime you're invited on a fam trip, they want to know, because again, you're representing Archer Travel, so you need to be respectful, follow the guidelines. And as I said, a lot of them require you to have an IATAN or a CLIA or have bookings. And if you don't, and you get there and you can't get in, and then you throw a fit, that's your fault, because you have to follow the guidelines. So it's very important to always read the instructions. Okay. Blanca, the Facebook link for which one? For this group or for the list of trainings? This is the list of trainings. Okay. My Facebook group that is open to everybody. Just go ahead and make sure when you sign up for this, you fill out the questions or you will be denied. Okay, so make sure you answer the questions. And again, all my information is listed like under featured. And then, as I said, here's our training for this month. We're doing Alaska, US Virgin Islands, and London. Okay, so that's what we're doing this month. And then Princess Cruise Lines, we've been doing that now for 2 months. It's a long one, but who doesn't want a free cruise, right? So we'll be doing part 6 here and part 7 on the 30th, okay? All right, guys, have an amazing, amazing weekend. I'm gonna go, my daughter's gonna go practice on my daughter's have a salon and they do my nails and lashes, but she wants to practice on my eyebrows now. So I gotta go be a guinea pig for her. It's kind of nice, free stuff. So have an amazing day, guys. And I will see some of you tomorrow on Alaska. And as we say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Okay. We're all here to help each other.
Thanks, Marnie.
You're welcome. No matter whose team you guys are on, guys, reach out. We're all here to help. And stay plugged in. And if we don't see you at the beaches of the world, we'll see you at the bank. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Bum, bum, bum.